Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Fellow beings, ho, ho, ho. Welcome to another late night culture stream. That's right, I'm back, and the whole gang is finishing up over on Tom's, or at Tom's place, I get. But we're already starting off with huge news. We got Tipping Orc out there dropping 5 Culture Casino memberships, and we've got so much in store for you. I don't know what it is, but we have it. It's in our store. And maybe we'll talk about it at some point. But I also have a couple people joining me early. Of course, it's the people that make things go. Like, for example, we have Jason here from Sci-Fi For Me TV, who makes the internet go. That's right. You can tell. Oh, my gosh, he's got a new camera angle. He's got a big boy camera angle. Look at that.
Hey, how's it going?
It's great. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, just sitting, not really doing anything.
Sitting. All right.
Enjoying retirement.
You're not retired. You're coming back. You're coming back, baby.
I actually thought about doing a show on Thursday, and I thought, nah, I'm not gonna. I did one on the 23rd. We did a half anniversary, and then you didn't do your show Sunday night, so I couldn't brag on doing a half anniversary. So you missed.
Oh man, now I feel bad, but I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it. I just couldn't do it. I was post-wedding sunburn. That's not good.
Likely story.
And Joe's here, Space Dave's here. Look at all these great people. But you know who else is here, Jason? My producer. Well, I have lots of producers that try to tell me what to do, and usually do. And a guy that edits the videos and does try to make me look good occasionally. His name is Mr. Grant Gregory. What's up, Grant?
Hey, Grant.
What's going on?
Good.
Happy to be here, man.
Oh,
So,
wow.
just coming off a celebration, my team, the Penrith Panthers, won their third premiership in a row. Hasn't happened in
Wow.
like 40 years, so the three-peat. So it's pretty good. And
Wow.
on top of it, it beat Moz's team, so it was even better.
Oh, that is good. Mazza should lose every time. If you can make Maz
He does
lose
his
every
life.
time, you're winning. You're winning. You know, we also have folks watching us over on Rumble and Odyssey. Thanks for being there. And Twitter. Hi, Twitter. Twitter's watching us too. But there's great numbers in the chat. But congratulations, Grant. So that's 3 in a row, you say?
Yeah, 3 in a row. It's
Good.
and it's the fourth grand final in a row they made. They lost one and then won the next 3.
Wow. All right. And for those of you who came over early from Tom's stream, I have to tell you, that is an incredible thing right now. We are 500 plus on Odyssey. Thank you for that, Grant. And we are moving up the charts over on Rumble. So thank you for that. If you are not subscribed on those 2 platforms, please do so. We are going to push hard to get to 1,000 on both. We are going to support alt tech hard.
Yes.
Hard. And it's going to be glorious. We will rise to message to the occasion, and we will spread our message with authority in just spurting all over the place. Oh, yes. We were it just it's a Jackson Pollock everywhere. Just
Yeah.
Yes, that's our plan. Oh, I'm gonna have to pray extra hard tonight. Shafo is here. Sanding Monkey. Rida Ib Muhammad is here. What is going on? We've got Radioactive in the chat. We got a specialness here. Randalors are just upgraded to gold member. Gold member. Where? I don't think that's the right thing, but that was fun. Weatherman is here, but he's got a headache, so he is bailing on the migraine, but I feel you. And of course, David Glenn's here. You are more than enough. E. Clay's here. Cosmic Squirrel's here. Graham is here. Graham, I didn't send you a thing. Grant, send Graham a thing. DS Ford's
I don't have access to Graham.
Well, why?
He's not in our group.
You don't have Graham access?
Nope. I'm Grahamless.
All right. I'll figure out a way to Graham it up. Give me a minute, Graham. I'll Graham you. I'll send you something. Anyway, let's see. DS Ford, hello. We got the great Eric K, the master of mod, the Mencha Wrenches, and a man that is irreplaceable on the internet. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. Who else rolled in the door? Got a few more. We're really late, so I know Jacob's like probably napping already. I kind of bummed about that. Gwagnar's here though. What's up? And here's a cool message, ladies and gentlemen. I would love you to get big ups, big celebratory cakes, candles, whatever you got for Cajun Corey. It's his birthday week, so let's give this man some love. Happy birthday to you, Cajun Corey. Keck 44 is in the house. We've got DL Fendel. What's up? Look at that. Get the old-fashioned John Wayne in there. Love it. Trying to get me to sing a bunch of crazy songs. I think DL might be the person that wanted me to sing Blood in the Saddle from the Country Bird Jamboree, but in a Michael Jackson voice. I don't know how.
That's good because that comes in 2 colors, that song, black and white.
That's right. It don't worry about my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. Oh!
Except if you get pulled over by a copper.
Well, that's true. Well,
gotta say,
maybe.
For all that anybody wants to talk about Michael Jackson, that was an impressive music video.
Which one?
The black or white? Because that was one of the ones. Because that was the one where
it was the
morphing
that did
from
the
one to
morphing.
the next.
Yeah.
Well,
it was pretty impressive technology.
It's black. It's white. It's black. Yeah. Oh, you all are wonderful. Okay, I think I saw Keck, right? Did I? Yes, I did. I saw Keck saying hi to the boss. I said hi to Tripping Work already, who gifted 5 Culture Casino memberships. Argentum is here. Look at all these beautiful beings. We are blessed. Psychotic Mongoose is here. We got the Cash Man. Cash Kester, the Smoking Man. We've got Michael Gonzalez in the house. What's up, Michael? Great to see you, bud. Kathu on the Hakule. There we go. Hakule. Yes, anyway. Time for Culture Rave music. I hope you enjoyed it. Judica. Not only do I do that, but the boss does it. You see that in text? There it is, right there. Boom. That's right. Love it. Emblazing 64 is in the house. There's Dar Scipio. What's up, Scipio? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Oh man, love it. All right, so we got stuff. Eric has stuff. Jason has stuff. Everybody's got stuff.
I have stuff.
Yeah, you got stuff. Aaron Ratliv's got stuff. Got stuff to talk about. I already said hi to Joe, and there's Space Dave. Space Dave. Rodimus Supreme, what's going on? Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, and Captain Have Fun. What's up? Who's the guy with the red mic? That is Jason. He's from Sci-Fi for Me TV, one of the most underappreciated channels on YouTube, Odyssey, Rumble, Minds, Getter, the Facebook. What's the other thing?
All of these.
Yeah, all those. Man, your mic sounds like garbage.
Your mic's coming through pretty bad.
Daniel Christopher Jones is in the house. We got Sam. What's up, Sam? Haven't seen you in a minute. Sam Adams is here. We got trouble right here in River City. Kiss my grits. What's going on, sir? Love what you're doing. Love the coverage you're doing on That Park Place at WDW Pro. Saltzilla's hanging out with us. Let's see who else is here. Oh, New Bomb. What's up, New Bomb? Good to see you, my friend. Hello, dear. It's the Pater Venkman fan site. We got Snortopoopas Cuber, my favorite polar bear. Look at all these great people. Grant, did you bring all these great people?
No, I'm not responsible for this.
All right. Well, Frank's here. What's up, Frank? We got there's Taylor Rivers. I think I said hi to Daniel Christopher Jones already. Yeah, Michael Jackson was an amazing musician. True story.
Not a great babysitter, but
well,
good musician.
You know what? That was never proven. Proven. All right. Let me. Somebody vamp for me for a second. I dare you.
Yeah, Jason, your mic's not working at all, buddy. We can't hear a single thing you're saying. Nope, still nothing, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. Nope, still nothing. Like, it's literally, we're not hearing a single thing. Might not. Yeah. If it's popped in and out, check your StreamYard settings. Because it might have changed there because we're getting like nothing.
Yeah, we were getting weirdness. Yeah, you were good, and then you weren't. Say words. No, that's not. Just come back. Go leave and come back and fix your stuff. Yeah, and then we got Space Dave 2000 for a Canadian $2 says, Culture, did you end up seeing Creator? No, I did not. I was so overwhelmed this weekend. I will be seeing it in the next couple of days. I'm taking a family member with me because that's just our jam. We got Morb in the house. I always love Morb's thing, but this time of year, I love Morb's avatar more than ever.
Did you see Saw X yet?
No, I haven't had time. Grant, when am I going to have time to do that? Oh, by the way, I'm going to talk, not tonight, but I'm going to talk Continental episodes 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to break each down in separate videos. We're going to have reviews on those properly. I'm going to sell this show to everybody. I think you're going to dig it. Hey, Chase is here. What's up? You have a fever? That sucks. Tina Guzman's here. That's wonderful. We've got people do want money. It is true. TZ Burton's in the house. What's going on? And yeah, we're good. I did not catch the game. But that's good news, Daniel Christopher Jones. They need to battle hard to get to 500. They do. And guess who's here? It's Grahamcast. What's going on, my friend?
Greetings, gentlemen. How we doing?
That's how you do it. Professional voice right there.
Yeah, that's right. I have to do the professional voice because the face is not super professional.
You have a voice. You have a voice for radio and a face for and a face for
Halloween.
Halloween. Very good. Excellent.
Correct.
You beat me
So
to it.
speaking of, you were mentioning Michael Jackson and something very interesting. I saw an interview with Macaulay Culkin not too long ago. I don't know how long ago he did the interview, but he was talking about the idea of when he was very young and spend the night at Neverland Ranch and all of this. And he kind of broke it down and he said, look, people don't understand. When you think of an adult's bedroom, you're thinking of a room with one bed. When you're thinking of Michael Jackson's bedroom, you have to understand it's larger than most people's homes. He has multiple beds, he has multiple restrooms, he has a kitchen, multiple stories in his bedroom. So he kind of said, people just aren't really thinking about it that way. And when you think it that way, it's kind of all right. Well, maybe, I don't know. That's all. That's what I got.
Like I said, I often felt very bad for that situation. Hey, Jason's back. Jason,
let's try that.
You sound better. It sounds like you now have all of the internet working.
Yay. All right, good.
Oh my goodness, I think we have a special visitor. Hang on. I think.
You mean besides me?
Oh yeah, Disney Sheepherders in the house. Good to see you.
The Walt Disney Company is currently at $81.05 per share.
Yeah, they got a slight bump for some ridiculous reason, but I predict that'll go down in the near future. Disney always destroys themselves now. Lou Wasserman's ghost is in the house. What fun, indeed. Jets Chiefs game was oh no, really? Man, in favor of the Chiefs.
I'm quite sure that the relationship between Kelsey and Swift is all a ploy by the NFL to try to bring in more female viewers.
Sure, and it's working, but not well. I mean, and they're going to be like, "Why am I watching this football game?"
I think it's a psyop, but not for that reason, because the timing of it to me is very suspicious, because Mr. Kelsey and his mom just recently did a commercial for a certain.
Oh yeah, they got nabbed.
Company.
They got totally nabbed. Yeah.
So I think this is a distraction. So everybody's talking about, are they dating, rather than, did you see what he did?
Very interesting. I'll have to look into that. So you said what? Kelsey and his mom did a commercial for
a pharmaceutical interest. Yeah.
A
pharmaceutical interest specific product
for a fizzy product.
Very curious. So they're trying to cover up the heat that's coming in from all of the NFL potential people.
All I can say is it was unfortunate timing on his behalf, and then a little bit of, wow, I'm dating this super hot person that's about to be like one of the people that opens one of the biggest movies ever.
You know what it reminds me of is the old Hollywood system, the old Hollywood studio system, where the studios would have the actors under contract, and you're going to do 12 pictures for us this year for Columbia Studios or Universal, wherever. And the PR machine would also have various different actors paired up, dating, married, divorced. Okay, now it's time for you to date again. Now it's time for you to get married. Now it's time for that whole. There were so many Hollywood relationships that were planned by the publicity departments of the various studios. That's what this feels like.
Well, it wouldn't be so. We were just talking about Michael Jackson. It wouldn't be like the Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley relationship, right? That they had. That was all. It was all just a publicity ploy.
Could be, yeah. I think so. I think this is an op.
Well, all I know is it's definitely got a different kind of attention. We'll probably talk about it on the 6-minute daily.
Well, we'll find out when she releases her next album all the bad things that he did anyway. So,
yeah. John Logston is here. Says, doesn't matter. Children shouldn't hang out with grown adults' bedrooms alone. I get it. Michael had definitely never grown up. I'm just going to put it that way. Dude never grew up in various ways, grew up in other ways. Nothing was ever going to be normal about him with that level of fame that young, especially with the way he was handled by his family. His family's a whole other conversation. But it wasn't a bedroom. It was an apartment. But it is what it is. Fort Critical's like, watching Swifties get excited over below average football is pathetic. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I love these chats. You guys are on fire. Odyssey, Rumble.
And I noticed that it
other-
wasn't just Taylor that was at the game tonight. Ryan Reynolds and his wife, what's her name?
Is that Blake Lively?
Blake Lively.
They were there too. They were there with all together. So yeah.
Very interesting.
My very first football helmet was a Chiefs helmet. I tell that story all the time, but there was a member of my family that made darn sure that was the first helmet I had.
As a Los Angeles Chargers fan, I will say that it's making it increasingly more difficult for me to have any level of respect or enjoyment of Taylor Swift, considering she's with the Chiefs players.
I can't help you with any of that.
I've never met a Chargers fan before.
Yeah, we're a rare breed, and it sucks to be
Gary's a Chargers fan, isn't he? I know he's a Padres fan, and he's an SDSU fan.
Yeah,
I have a friend who was a former Kansas City Chiefs cheerleader. We made commercials, but
someday
that's
I'll
as
be
close
able,
as I got to the Chiefs thing.
someday I'll be able to tell you the story about the Padres that I can't tell until everybody gets to know me a little better.
or we pump you full of liquor. So take a couple.
That might work too. That
It's-
might also work.
So who was the rapper that you roomed with again? What's his name?
I don't tell anybody that.
15,000 subscriber stream.
No, gosh, no. That information, because that could actually get me in trouble.
No,
so it's gonna have to be something.
I would spend the next 3 weeks creating 15,000 channels just to sell to him for that.
No, it's gonna have I'm gonna have to have Gary numbers before we start talking about that. But yeah, no, it's weird though, because I mean, it's funny how life turns out. Let's just put it that way. So
Yeah.
Chase has an eyeball headache, dude. I hate those. I really do. I get those migraines where it starts in your eyeballs and you know things are going bad because you get like these little dark spots. And then when it goes full migraine, you're like, it hurts. And then you start talking like, what's the name of that guy that they put Pennsylvania put in office that had the giant goiter that suddenly disappeared? What's his
No,
name?
it's a living goiter.
Yeah, he's a sweatpants guy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, sweatshirt, Reebok shorts.
They went back on that. They reinstated the dress code, so he's got to wear a suit now.
Yeah, Fort Critical. I know you guys are faithful. So is the Rumble folks, and I appreciate all of you on the tube. You guys are great. You're great. You're great. Great. Disney Sheepherders become a member of the channel. My goodness, my friend. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. And all the support. We have the things that got started. So I got to do these really fast. I think I did this already. No, I did, but I'll just do it again. Space Dave for 2 Canadian says, Culture, do you end up saying creator? Not yet, but I will. Jason is the guy who watched the NSA. This is also true. Actually, Jason's is the master spy. He does everything.
I don't know about that.
Dude, how many screens do you need, and how many cameras? There's like 11 cameras in there. I know.
I have right now, just here. I have 3 cameras.
Tell me one of those cameras isn't like a Revenge of the Nerds situation at a very sexy sorority house, is it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I do have a camera over here on Mindy's desk, but she's not there right now. So
Aaron Ratliff says you should check out his doctor's interview. He said MJ's dad had him chemical. Whoa, hey now.
Yeah.
MJ's voice wouldn't deepen, and he'd be able to hit those high notes forever. That is terrible.
It really is. It really is. I grew up in Los Angeles, and I had known a handful of individuals who were pretty connected with the record industry in and around LA, movie industry as well. And they had kind of told me that there was a lot of kind of insider knowledge around that type of thing. And I don't think it's ever been really like proven and gone out there. But if that is the case, that's heinous to say the least.
Well, neither was Epstein's Island until it was. So everyone knew about that beforehand, and so it's probably all true.
Yeah,
I hear a rumor like that, and I'm more inclined to believe it.
We've now achieved non-monetization.
Yeah,
you said the magic word.
I didn't do it.
You monetize these?
No, not this show. I know. I never try to monetize Sunday.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were saying me. I was like, what did I say? I don't think
it's fine. No, it's Grant. It's fine. I don't care. He knows that, but it's just Sundays I can't monetize because we talk about stuff, and they don't like stuff at all. Rogue thoughts like Frankenfetter.
If he's not Frankenstein for Halloween, what are we doing over there in DC, right?
I don't know, man. They need to get behind this, right? Wade's like Chiefs are overrated. All right. We got Eric K for $2 Merkin. What's up, Eric K? Says Culture had a rapper as a roommate. Twinkie rapper. Oh. Yeah.
Was that a homosexual reference or?
No.
I think it was a snack food reference. Hostess, perhaps.
Oh yeah, Twinkies.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Peter Stawicki says, I just finished watching Creator. It was interesting. It was a good attempt, but it was long and it stole way too much from too many other sources. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I will promise I will give an adequate, if not thorough, review that will leave you with whatever impression I think.
I don't think you'll like it.
I get a tad suspect of movies that are released this time of year, so I was not expecting much when I went to go see it on Friday. And leaving the theater, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't feel like it was too long. I think it moved along quite nicely.
You know, I think Gareth Edwards has a good starting point as a director. You know, he's one of those guys. I think his heart and mind is in the right place as far as what kind of stories he wants to tell. And you know, I'm interested in seeing The Creator and seeing what he does with that one, because I was pleasantly surprised with Rogue One, and you know, I know he did most of that. You know, Gilroy came in and reshot the ending, but
yeah. I think Gareth's a rare bird because he can see the whole thing. I mean, that's a guy that sees the whole board, big picture, whatever you want to call it. And we don't have a lot of directors like that anymore.
But the big problem that he has the ending in the middle and everything already worked out, but the way in which he connects things isn't very good. That's always been his biggest problem.
Well, I mean, then he should work with a co-creator. You know, you should work with a guy that's good with connective tissue. But, Digital Remnant brings up a good point. Jason looks like he's driving that ship in the Matrix. Is he Neo?
No, that would be Tank.
That would be, yeah.
No, the guy. No, the other
Dozer.
Tank Dozer. But who was the guy in the middle of the night that tried to snuff out?
Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher. That's right.
The Nebuchadnezzar, is that right?
Yeah, the Nebuchadnezzar. That's the name of the ship. Well done. Yeah. Wow, I love it. You guys are crushing the trivia tonight. Tom is not even here. He's coming. He's not even breathing hard yet, but he's coming. Oh wow.
Yeah, we should do trivia before Tom gets here.
Trick or Treat was number 40. Well, thank you, Wonky Wonky Man, which means we are getting rated. Or probably. Anyway, I hope so. Hope you guys are showing up. Appreciate it. If you came over. John Connors is here. Says MJ's dad feeding him meds to keep his voice was just a simple truth to me growing up. Yeah, I think we heard that before. Kiss My Grits asks a great question. Did I see the teaser clip? I have not seen it yet. Believe it or not, I spent most of my day in an automobile. So, I haven't seen a lot of media. I hustled home so I could make sure I got stuff together so I could be on the shows I'm on tonight. And record a video that didn't get recorded, but that's fine. Kevin Smith has now turned King Randor into Iron Man. What?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, I got to look that up. That's crazy. Captain, have fun, Captain. I always do that. Captain, have fun says, I'm in the academies and vote for the Emmys and the Grammys. Oh, wow. Well, Captain, have fun. Hey, I have a question. What's best picture this year?
Yeah, let me know and I'll take a quick vacation to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Vegas again on Thursday for like 5 minutes. So yeah, I can definitely.
Don't go to the YouTube dome.
Oh, the sphere.
Dome. The sphere. Yeah, because they've got the orbs. that
Yeah.
that Sam Altman and GPI, whatever that group, they're
OpenAI.
OpenAI.
doing a new thing called WorldCoin.
Yeah, I ain't doing
And
that.
have you seen this thing with the orb, and that you can scan your retina and put all of your biometric stuff in there, and they have all this data and they trade it and they give you some new cryptocurrency thing for it.
Yeah, so that they can map you and track you for the rest of your life. Yeah, no bueno.
I'm like,
Thanks, but no, I tell you what, I'd be like, no, thanks, suck it, you know. But but I guess YouTube's show in there is supposed to be spectacular.
I've seen some videos.
Yeah, but it's YouTube. That's the only problem.
Well, it's okay.
Still trying to redeem themselves from the whole iPhone free album disaster, huh?
That was such a mess, right?
I worked for Apple when that happened. It was a little bit rough.
And no bueno.
And they still didn't have the most downloads for an album. Take that.
Yeah. Well, Jason's giving us a little bit to look at. Let's take a look at what he's got. Is it okay to show this? Oh, it's a public image. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Taylor Swift. I've seen her before.
Since we were talking about her.
Yeah.
That's the safe one I got pulled up.
Well, thank you for the safe image. I know this. Rida Ib Muhammad says the creator lead guy is horrible, can't act. You don't like him, huh? He was supposed to be all the new rage.
Oh, who is that that's in there?
He was just in a Nolan film.
Denzel's son.
Yeah, he was in the backwards film. What was it?
Oh, John David Washington is the actor.
Tenet.
Yeah, Tenet.
Did you guys see the trailer for Argyle?
Okay.
Yes.
Anything Matt Vaughn does is going to get my attention because he's killing it when he releases something. Real quick, we got Radioactive for another $2. Says, is creator the anti-ex machina? Yeah, I think that's probably what it could be described as, fairly and safely. I don't know. What do you gentlemen think?
Maybe.
No,
I
wouldn't say that.
Well, just based on early impressions, I would say. All right, we need to burn through the rest of this chat so we can get to the first item. Let's see. There's nothing safe about Taylor Swift. That's a funny line. Oh wait, the laptop died not long after. What happened? That doesn't sound good. What happened, dear?
I'm not sure.
I think a laptop died.
Yeah, I missed the context of the chat. Hey, but Geiskar's here, so say hi to Geiskar, everybody.
Oh, I thought you were going to segue into what you're sharing.
I was, and then I was distracted. I'm like, dude. So if you run a squirrel across the screen,
So it's where you go. Speaking of dying, and then you bring this up.
Oh yeah. There you go. Perfect. You have Robin Williams' daughter Zelda on AI being used to recreate actors' voice. I find it personally disturbing. Well, as somebody whose voices is already in AI like crazy, thank you, Grant.
Feminist women love Eminem. Chicka chicka chicka.
You can keep it going if you want to.
Chicka, Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing his you know what, flipping the you know who. Yeah, but he's so cute though.
Yeah. Anyway, my voice, I did not say that. That is Grant AIing me. He does a great job, but he also does me in many languages. So if you start seeing videos of me in, like, let's say, Hindi, thank you, Grant.
Well, we've actually got one going up tonight after
There
the
you go.
stream. So
Very excited about that. But yeah, we're going to be multilingual on this channel, and it's going to be fun. This is a good question from Vice. Why are people so infatuated with Taylor Swift? As we were talking about Robin Williams, we'll get back to that in a second.
white women, am I right?
I don't know. She's a billionaireess now.
She's rich, she's cute, she has kind of that squeaky clean image, even though a lot of her image was built on failed relationships.
Yeah, she's really damaged, right?
Yeah, she's not one to really commit to anything, so that's going for her as well. So
Yeah, I do think
hey, you'll get some songs written about you afterwards as well.
the PR machine for her has been spun up full bore for a very long time. And I feel like at this point, literally anything that she does, it doesn't matter where she's appearing, she is told what to say, what to do, what to wear. There's no way that if she's sitting at that football game, she doesn't know exactly when the camera's going to be panning up to the box she's sitting in for her to cheer. It's just not, it all just seems so contrived from the powers that be. I don't understand.
It seems contrived.
Well, now I can say from working the crews at network football games, a lot of those shots in the stands are random. Yeah, the director will probably have a camera pointed that direction just as coverage. So if she starts doing something, they can cut to it, but there's generally not any kind of a planned thing there, because the cutaway shots are generally, cameras are looking for stuff, people in the stands, they're looking for kids, they're looking for, people that have got their face painted and all the, the paraphernalia and whatnot. So, you've got cameras that are dedicated to the field, and and a couple of them will be told, these specific players we want to make sure that we keep track of. So the camera operators have a chart that have got the team roster, and they've got highlighters on the various different players of interest for each team. So, Mahomes, Kelsey. And so, the ones that are up in the stand, the other cameras that are the random shots, they probably have one that's kind of pointed in that general direction, but I wouldn't say that there's anything planned. It's just, oh, Taylor's doing this, Taylor's reacting, cut to that camera.
Well,
Unless they had something pre-set up earlier on where she was going to pull out something, or it was a piece of camera, and then they were going to cut to it. Apart from these, I've done crowd stuff like that before. Yeah. And usually it's you're scanning until you see something, you hold it on there, you'll hear in your ear whether the director wants you to hold it or find something else. And then you move on.
Yeah, but the directors are concentrating on what's on the field more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I mean, it just depends. Like, some people have authority to just cut to a particular shot, but we'll talk about that later. And I know, I mean, there are more cameras at a football game than you even have any conscious knowledge of. I mean, it's retarded. I've seen like a row of boards with operators sitting out, just waiting to hear a number. But Robin Williams, talks about Robin Williams' daughter Zelda talks about this, and I find this disturbing too, to a certain extent. Right now, because I'm still alive, I don't mind it so much. If I'm dead, I'm not sure, other than to say a goodbye message, I would want to have my voice utilized in AI. Now, I will have no control over that because I will be dead. But,
I'll be using it. Don't worry.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, as long as all the proceeds.
What I'll do for your culture is I'll create a little plush toy like they did with my comics division. I'll put the AI in there, and then so someone can have a conversation with you in your voice.
I was kind of hoping for once culture is 6 feet under, that's when the deep fake OnlyFans with the AI voice comes out.
No, I'm doing that before that. That's probably what kills him.
That's premiering next week.
Only weaves. I think you could put something in your will that would say that would limit and restrict some of that.
Okay, so like I would limit Grant to doing it only in like profit of like my particular foundation. Sounds good.
Isn't this now that Robin Williams' daughter coming out? Isn't this now the second kind of family or estate because that has come out against this? Because Anthony Bourdain's estate also felt their level of disgust when there was a documentary that used him as AI, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Bourdain thing's a little bit different because I don't know and believes that he actually went the same way that Robin did.
Yeah,
he had a lot of information that he was just about to give out, and then
there's a dispute there. But let's cover this real quick because it's not very long. So Zelda said is calling this out as disturbing technology that was used to recreate her late dad, Robin Williams. She says, "I'm not impartial. I am not an impartial voice in SAG's fight against AI. I have witnessed for years how many people want to train these models to recreate actors who cannot consent like that. This isn't theoretical. It is very real. I have already heard AI used to get his voice to say whatever people want. And while I find it personally disturbing, the ramifications go far beyond my own feelings. Living actors deserve a chance to create characters with their choices, to voice cartoons, to put their human effort and time into the pursuit of performance." So, yeah, I get that. So she went on to say, "These reactions are at the very best a poor facsimile of greater people, but at their worst a horrendous Frankensteinian." See, I had to use the Andre pronunciation. Frankensteinian monster cobbled together from the worst bits of everything this industry is instead of what it should stand for. So I find this take by her understandable. In fact, I think it's fairly kind. It's more human than what we've been delivered by others. And it makes me feel like maybe we should revisit this idea, whether or not this is good to do or not. What do you gentlemen say?
I have a problem with AI in general being used, generative AI in general being used for anything. There's a line where people can sit there and say, "Oh, well, you can use it for research. You can do it for, the background stuff and this kind of material, your world building and whatever." But this kind of thing has dangerous implications. And there are so many different opportunities for abuse. It's okay. James Earl Jones got paid probably a lot of money for Lucasfilm to generate his voice for Darth Vader till Kingdom Come, but it's slippery slope. This is one of those things where you just could get completely out of hand, and we've already seen how deep fake and that kind of thing can be used to make other people say things they never said, and this is just not going to end well.
Well, it's more than saying things that they've never said. I mean, we've already seen the use of deep fake adult materials for individuals that would never have anything to do with that. And I do understand, but to play devil's advocate here, I feel like the movie studios are really going to want to start to do these types of things, because now we're seeing so many movie stars do things that are just foot in mouth moments, right? So let's think about Will Smith at the Oscars, right? Let's think about the entire firestorm around what happened with Amber Heard and all of this. Isn't it so much more attractive for a movie studio to come and be like, we have enough of a Robin Williams type character to just AI. We know they're not around. They can't do anything to negatively impact our movie's release and reception.
Well, they did that with Peter Cushing, bringing back Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, but they cleared it with his estate. The family was on board with it. They explained what they were going to do, and they did all that. And they were able to do that with the cooperation of the family. But you're right. This goes back. I remember when Pepsi did TV commercials in the 90s with Elton John and Louis Armstrong and Humphrey Bogart. And I'm like, hold on, they're dead. How could you wait?
They stitched it. That was stitched.
Yeah. And then there was
the power of editing.
Yeah, and there was a beer commercial with John Wayne, and I thought this is just creepy. But now you can integrate them completely into the scene. It's like Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. That Steve Martin movie where they pulled clips from all these different film noir movies from the 30s and 40s and created this whole new movie with Lana Turner and Barbara Stanwyck, and all of these actors from way back. Now you could do entire scenes with these actors that aren't really there.
Yes,
this is scary stuff.
I mean, it's not the technology. I mean, that's someone abusing it. There's no different to a gun owner. Guns are dangerous. There's no different to a gun owner being responsible for it. It's not the tool. Well, it's how it's being used.
But it's even bigger because Jason brings up this, which is another story that ran today. Tom Hanks is out there telling everybody. Yeah, but he's out there telling everybody, this is not me.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally made a Tom Hanks to talk about a dental plan or some shit.
Yeah. Well, and you've got Tim Burton coming out talking about, the AI, the stuff that was used in The Flash to put Nicolas Cage in as Superman. He's like, we have no control. We have no control over any of this anymore. And it's, he's talking out against it.
Well, they did it with Teddy Season. People were congratulating him being in the movie and that. And he's like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
that was literally a direct shot from the archives that they just took.
Was it Teddy Sears? Because to me, it looked like John Wesley Shipp, and it makes more sense.
John Wesley Shipp was there, but as the he was a different version. He was Jay Garrick.
Yeah,
Teddy Sears was so.
But you've got that where you have Chris Reeve, you have Helen Slater, you've got George Reeves, you've got Adam West, all of them in there, and they're all digitally composited in there, and it looked weird.
Wow.
That's the worst part about it. They do it
not even
terrible.
Uncanny Valley weird. It was just bad composition weird.
Well,
bad.
Some of that also was because of the digital effects they laid on top of it.
No, that's absolute garbage. That's the excuse that they used. It's you can't. Doesn't matter what filter you put on a shit model that they built over that. That was terrible.
Okay, I agree with you there. Okay, but I'm saying that if you did proper stuff like what you're able to do. By the way, Grant is like literally not only edits my voice but my appearance. And he's done it on several videos, which I've shared with you guys. But if you do that properly, there's no need to lay the filter over it. Grant can do that. And you can still do it and lay in a filter on top of it as well. So, but anyway, sorry. All of this stuff is something we're going to have to figure out whether or not it's okay. I'm starting to land on the this is not okay side of the equation. I don't know about you guys.
I have always been on the this is not okay side.
With as long as it is going to take to lay any solid type of legislation, legal groundings for this, we're going to have gone through the entire election season this next year. And I think that is where things are going to get very, very wild when we're going to have to actually critically look and say, hey, did this person actually say this? And then if we do not hear a statement from the person who said something totally wild and out of left field saying, I did not, that was not me, then we're just going to assume everything was correct and it was real, right? I don't really know how that's going to work.
Well, I think that's the biggest problem, right? When we start to talk about AI and how things are built and created and all that.
Yeah.
I pay very close attention to what a actor wants or doesn't want, what a singer wants or doesn't want, because you have entire catalogs of somebody's performances musically that are being put up for sale and they have nothing to say about it. Prince automatically comes to mind here, right? And so does MJ, obviously. I mean, you have the two biggest pop things that ever happening at the same time, and both of them, those estates, they didn't leave any pre-direction for any of this because it wasn't exactly fleshed out at that point.
Right.
So
that's how the MJ estate lost the Beatles catalog as well.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I missed that, Greg.
Sorry, I got stuff going on in the background. That's how the Michael Jackson estate lost the Beatles catalog that they had as well, because he had the rights to that, and then after his death, it went back to the record company.
Yeah.
And unless the artist specifically sets it up in their kind of will in their estate, who knows what'll happen to the the people that are actually like the trust executors, right? Because you mentioned Prince, and I know Prince for a very long time, he didn't really want a lot of his music in commercials and in movies and all of that. He kind of just said, hey, this is my music. I'm not really into the commercialization of all of this. I don't want Apple to be running an ad for with my stuff playing in the background. As soon as he's not here anymore, we're starting to see it everywhere. Now it's all over.
And you're right. And think about the fact that he has entire albums worth of material unreleased that was in a safe in his house.
Right.
I mean, this is a guy that just was prolific in his music creation, right? I mean, just constant.
And that's why my Prince replica guitar is sitting right here. I love Prince. He's fabulous.
You mentioned the Beatles. They had, I remember, when was it? Early 2000s. There was a new single. They had, because the Beatles had recorded pieces, and it never gone anywhere. I guess maybe it was, with John getting killed and all this other stuff, they never finished it. And eventually they released it. They had actually gone through and mixed it. I think McCartney was involved with the mix on it. They did a music video, and you saw the Beatles at the various different incarnations that they did over their careers as part of this music video, with visual callbacks to other songs that they had done. And I can't remember the name of the track, but it was a brand new Beatles record that the Beatles had recorded, but it was coming out something like 30 years after they broke up. I mean, it was unheard of at the time, because they had the technology that they do it. This was after, they had Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole singing Unforgettable together, and Nat King Cole had been dead for how many years? This is kind of the same sort of thing where, well, okay, Prince is dead. Prince has all of this stuff that's never been released. We could start releasing it and make a ton of money. The unreleased tracks, this whole big collection of things. Or you train the AI and say, hey, we found this lost David Bowie album that's never been recorded. Yeah, let's release it. And it turns out to be completely fake, and nobody would know.
Well, so Grant, this is your forte right now. You can still spot or identify AI, right?
Yeah. There's plenty. The thing of it is, the technology as it is now is extremely detectable. Most of the fear comes from what happens when it's not. But the way in which the system is created, they're created on a conflict-based system. So essentially what happens is, when you've got an AI, you've got two AIs running against each other. One that's trying to convince the other one that it's real, and one that's trying to detect it. When the one that says that it's not real, that it is real, says, okay, this is definitely real, it stops training. That's so when I'm training your voice, it'll run through like 1,000, 2,000 passes back and forth to determine. So as a AI gets better at creating voices, the detection system is also better because it's actually a part of the creation.
I see.
And also with certain like visual ones is always going to be easier to detect, because it's so hard to replicate every pixel and every environment into it. You can get close to the naked eye, can't tell the difference, but you up the contrast, you run a filter over the top of it, and it sticks out like crazy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Say that again.
From a cost standpoint, didn't they say when they were trying to do the digital AI de-aging on Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones, didn't they say it cost $1 million just to get his face all scanned up, and then they were saying it cost was like $80,000 to $100,000 per second or frame or something.
Yeah. I wish I was the person that was consulting that, because I would have made a lot of money. No, it doesn't cost anywhere near that. I can do that at home from my computer with 4 pictures. But the problem is, when it comes to the movie studios and everything, they have to use a certain technology. They can't always you can't just go, well, I'm going to download something new and I'm going to try it. Everything's got to be, the amount of red tape that goes through it is insane. And that stuff wasn't readily available. And also most people don't know about it. That's the big thing. But overall, there is gonna be things that people are gonna fall for. It's always happened. As soon as Photoshop started becoming more, predominant and more public instead of just being a designer sort of thing, the term it was photoshopped became a thing, and people were going, okay, so that's not a real image. That's not that. People learn over time. There's gonna be ups and downs to this whole thing, but at the moment, this next election will be the thing that most people will be for. The election after that, I don't see it being an issue because the amount of shit that's going on. This is the one that people have to worry about because at the moment most people don't understand what it takes. One like ChatGPT costs them $1 million+ a day to run their servers, and it's a losing system. Like, and the fact of the matter is that they train off new data, and it's now harder for them to know what is not AI generated data and what isn't.
Well, so, they've also run into trouble where they're getting their pantsuit off.
But see, the thing of it is, that's definitely that one has a case for a lawsuit, but voices and images don't, because the way in which an image and a voice is broken down to. They have a sample voice. That voice is not stored on any server. That voice is broken down into pitch, tone, frequencies, and everything like that. And that information is stored on there. And then from that, they build the voice back up from nothing, from just a bunch of tones and signals. And then they rebuild the voice that way. So when I've got your voice and I've built it, I've technically built that from scratch, but I've just used these 3 or 4 starting pieces to do that.
Yeah, but in that particular case, even whether it's building up a voice or building up a OpenAI or ChatGPT or writing a book or whatever, it's the same kind of thing. You're pulling material that's copyrighted by somebody, and you don't own it. And not you, Grant. I'm just saying, just you in general. The people that are sampling this stuff don't own the source material with which they're training the AI.
And that's the problem, is they trained it on stuff like that, which is why you have 19 people of prominence that are suing the pants off them right now.
Yeah, and I've been seeing a number of authors that have said, apparently there's a website somewhere, and I haven't seen where it is, but everybody's doing a search. How many of my books did you use to train this thing? Well, and everybody is coming up and finding all of these lists of, hey, these are all my books, Jason, and I didn't give you permission to do it.
Jason, it's not even that sophisticated. You can download several different large language libraries right from GitHub. Grant, if Grant wants to create his own AI, like based off of Llama or what's the new fancy one now, Grant? The one that
there's so many of them. The one that's coming up, the one that's actually coming up quite good at the moment, is Claude.
Really? Okay, so
because of its ability to take in like you could put the entire dictionary in there.
Yeah, and then what you do is then you feed it one of these language models, large language models, or several of them, and then he can run it from a laptop. See, we're good enough now that like my high-end laptop that I use for editing on the road or doing stuff on the road, I literally could use that as my own personal ChatGPT, but not use ChatGPT, use something better. You're using ChatGPT 3.5 for free, and then 4 is like you have to pay for, and then like this is miles beyond that now. So it's just
it all depends on the data set. When it comes to ChatGPT, the way in which they got around it was I could take your book, say Jason, you wrote a book, and I could teach a class on that book. I could show that book. I can go through it. Someone could ask me questions about the book. I can sell my class. I've taken your book as part of that to sell my class and do that. If someone asks me information on that, I can do that, and that's completely legal. And because there isn't any laws that will set up about training models or anything like that, no law, like all these lawsuits they're gonna get settled, but they're not gonna win. No one's gonna win a single lawsuit in this aspect because nothing illegal has been has taken place.
Well, okay, so you got some perspective.
Well, it's copyright infringement. It is illegal. It's copyright.
No, it's not copyright. That's the thing. When it comes to it, it's not copyright. It's not copyright infringement.
Did they pay for access or licensing of the book?
But they're not selling the book, or they're not redistributing the book. That's the point.
They're using it as source material for training something to do.
It's not cited anywhere.
They're gonna try to make the argument as transformative, but it's not, because like in your scenario, I take this book and I'm going to teach a class and I'm going to talk to I'm going to go through and I'm going to analyze this book. That's fair use because that's an educational use, but I still have the source and I'm citing here's the book by me, whereas this OpenAI stuff, this ChatGPT stuff is sampling all of this stuff. It's like sampling music. You remember when there was all of that big hullabaloo about?
Well, actually, that's funny because the chat brought that up. Yeah, John Logston brought that up. Keep going, Jason. I just wanted to pop that up.
But that's the same kind of thing. Is I'm going to take this stuff. And I'm not acknowledging part of fair use is at the very least acknowledging the source material, especially if you're in an educational or a commentary type of thing. If you're transformative, where you're taking samples like, Leonard Nimoy saying "pure energy" and they drop it in as a hit in a song, that's a thing, but you still have the piece that you're using, whereas on this stuff you're pulling in from everywhere and you're not acknowledging the source. You're not recognizing that anything is coming to it because you're sitting there going, oh no, this is all brand new stuff. And you've got artists.
I didn't say it was brand new stuff.
Well, I mean, you're creating something out of whole cloth using source material from all these other places to train this AI to generate something quote unquote new. And you have artists out there that are now sitting there, and I can't remember the guy's name, but Midjourney. It's a very popular prompt. Do a piece of art like this guy.
Yeah, in the style of
and he's like, this kind of looks like my stuff, but it's not my stuff, and it cheapens my stuff to have this stuff out there.
And it's true. And Degenerate Production says exactly what we're all, I guess, getting at, which is no law exists for the situations that we're in right now.
Yeah,
this is true.
And by the way, I did write a book. It's available on Amazon.
Speaking of writing books, we have two gentlemen that are very bald. We have Brahma Bull and that 70s rock fan, otherwise known as Brian.
Good. What's up?
Graham, I wasn't going to point out the situation that you had going on there, but anyway.
Nice. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. But you got Brahma and Brian. Hey, thanks for joining us. How was the last hour of the Midnight's Edge After Dark stream?
We're about halfway through the list.
Torture.
We got through 40 of 85, I think.
I'm like, I have a show to start. I gotta go.
I don't know. I mean, there should be a list of top 10s, not 85, but there you go.
Yeah, 85 is a little big, but HM's in the house. Thanks for coming over, all you Mead Raiders. We love ya. 240 people strong right now on YouTube. Got many over on Odyssey, Rumble, and Get Our Minds and Twitter. Hi, Twitter. I see you, Twitter. I see you. But no, we're talking AI and it's just complete booty ramming capability when it comes to creating material. And Grant was telling us that you can find out if something is bologna sausage rather easily right now. So
yeah, as I said, because the technology to create it is designed to do that. There's always going to be things that fall through. That's any technology. That's always going to happen.
We lost
somebody.
We lost Graham.
Graham. I like Graham. We don't have Golden Graham anymore. I'm now bummed out. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the three bald guys. Oh, Graham's back. All right.
Hold on. I had to. Oh no!
I screwed everything up. Now you screwed up my plan.
No, you see yeah, that's right. There you go. You've got a bald T. A bald T.
I was putting all the balds. I was putting all the balds together. Wait, let me do it this way. There we go.
It's a bold win.
We are.
Now you're gonna have to do a custom layout, Culture, and throw all four of them up there.
I know. Wait, I got the influence here. What now? What's happening right now? Oh, Grant's.
We're done over on Mead.
See, at least you got the handsome one with the bigger screen now. So that's good.
I think I need to throw up now.
I can see my aging progression if I'm looking at all of these.
Are you trying to say I'm closest to death?
Yes.
No,
easily.
I can see my reflection in 4 of your heads.
Oh, no.
I think we all know at the rate I smoke, I'm closer to death than you 70s.
No, I hope not, mate. I hope not.
You watch. You watch.
Well, you know
Brahma
who's
Bull
not
will be
close to
105
the
years
lovely
old.
Lady, we have a beauty amongst us. A wonderful.
Well, it's
wonderful.
definitely you.
Yeah, but is she bald?
She is not bald.
I'm bald somewhere.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Oh, fair enough.
Hello.
Okay, I'm
Phrasing.
sorry.
I caught that.
Six, are you bald?
I don't. Well, we don't
Only-
usually call it that. We call it maybe groomed,
Only
Oh, okay,
strategically. She's strategically bald.
ready to.
Yeah,
They
she
I-
has
there
There is
Don't
no way
F
Sunday
with
will
me.
ever be monetized. No way. I'm sorry, Tox. Go ahead.
That's strange because I got a landing strip right here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Free mustache ride.
let's see, tickle strip.
I'm going to have to do a whole round of prayer tonight. It's going to be super fun.
You know, that doesn't really do anything, right?
What?
Rounds.
Anyway, so
Because he's doing it. He's doing it to the wrong god.
not
We
at
all know
work.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing
Yeah,
rounds.
we all know that. He's going to do it to the heathen god. Ralph.
so AI is not great. That's all we have to say. And until we have
No,
some
we didn't come to that conclusion. That's what you just thrown in.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you guys come to a conclusion. Please lead the chat there, Grant.
No, I'm just saying you made the conclusion that I was bad. We didn't come to as a collective that that's what we said.
Oh, okay. Well, let's collect that. I tell you what, you be in charge of that, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
AI is bad. AI is dangerous.
I like using
no, what
AI for
happened?
my thumbnails
AI
for Mortal
removed it.
Kombat.
Yeah.
What? There is no such thing as artificial
thing as AI, yeah.
intelligence.
Yeah.
It does not exist.
That's right.
So, and technically, it can never happen. So there you go. Mathematically proven. It can never happen.
Oh, Tox, as soon as we get that mystical quantum computing, that definitely
It
really
still
exists.
can never
It's
happen.
still programmed. It's still
No,
a computer.
it's still just a state of 1 and 0. That's all
Just
it
a
is.
very fast.
Unfortunately, life is
computer.
not a state of 1 or and 0. It's not A or B.
Although that implies we understand the nature of consciousness and life right now. So
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
You really don't
Which
understand
is
it. But
tough
by the
to-
time that happens, it's not artificial. It's organic. Then it's
Yeah,
not
it would
artificial.
actually
intelligence.
be it would actually be intelligence. It technically wouldn't be artificial.
I mean, how do we? Well, the human brain is a biomechanical engine. So there you go.
well, are we really sentient then ourselves, or are we just extremely fast biological computers?
I don't know. Well, all right. I will qualify this. I know people who have claimed to have died, seen the other side, and come back. I have not, however, technically known anyone who's died
Yeah,
and
well,
reliably come back and been able to tell me what's on the other side.
talks. I've been to Wales as well. Okay.
Exactly. I flew
No,
over
they
New
just
Zealand
smell like they
once.
do. So.
Yeah.
Wait,
And,
I'm sorry. You've slept with whales? What did you say?
Well, possibly. I think.
Been in Wales?
Possibly.
I was in a slump once.
Her name was Carol. All right.
What the fuck did I walk into?
I need a legal disclaimer here, but no, sorry.
All I know is this. I have neglected my chat. I've neglected my chat. Wonky man. Thank you for the £2 sterling. This is proper money, ladies and gentlemen. This is real money. That pound sterling says a couple of quid for the Wookiee. Well, is that me?
Yes.
Certainly.
Well, I do it all for the Wookiee.
No, it's the 5 bald guys that are on panel.
Oh,
They're
that's
the
right.
Wookiees.
He's the bully ball.
That was
all
a
right.
slight Limp Bizkit reference.
That's right. I did.
We did it all for the Wookiee.
Come
Wookiee.
on.
Yeah, the Wookiee.
Get my grits for $5. Thank you, sir. You're a scholar and a gentleman. Don't expect DC or any legislature to fix AI. Nope. They will only make it worse. Yep, every single time. That's how we got the DMCA bologna sausage. We did.
I think you're wrong. Kamala Harris is in charge of it, and I think she knows what she's doing.
Kamala.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid
That was freaky. All right. Anyway, they will only make the situation worse. They don't even understand how to operate fire. Gosh.
Well, the thing is, I think they do.
I think that guy really understood. There were 4 signs and then a posted sign on a brass pole saying "Move forward, clove," and then there's a big thing that says "fire."
Mm-hmm.
It does say it says there fire, and he pulled it.
So
see, this is it. We're busy talking about artificial intelligence, but the big question is there intelligent life on Earth already?
No.
Well, not in the Senate.
Just not in Congress.
I've been to Wales.
Anyway. Well, thank you, Kiss My Grits. That was amazing. And got us to this part. Comics division. Midget Heaven is on the other side.
Yep. That's the thing. If you're over 6 foot, you're going to hit the ceiling in heaven and be bounced off. So,
well, I just think you might have a sore neck, or you have to stoop all the time. Wouldn't that suck if you're like 6 foot tall or taller, and then like everything's like built for like 6 feet and under, and then you're like the rest of existence, eternity.
I like the Gnostic look on that kind of stuff. I think hell is a derived place that was never really talked about originally. But I like the Gnostics on that. This is hell.
Isn't that an Italian cheese? Gnostic?
Yes, Gnostics. It's an Italian cheese and or a pasta of some kind.
I've been to hell.
Wait, no, that's
I thought that was a type of pan, a Gnostic pan.
No, Gnocchi.
Yeah, non-stick pan. Hey, you didn't know that?
All right, I know this. I got a $5 super chat I'm reading.
Hey, Michael Gonzalez, thank you for the $5 to Culture Casino. He needs it.
Non-religious people that do cooking use those pans. Yeah.
Use the non-stick.
Why do you guys torture me? You know that I have faith. Anyway, I'm going to keep going.
I have faith too.
You forgot the lawsuit.
Who did that?
That looks.
Is that Taylor Swift?
It wasn't me. But you forgot the lawsuit where an AI work could not be copyrighted. No, I did not. That's true. It cannot be copyrighted. Precedent set in the late 1800s, non-human works can't. Monkey makes a photo. Yes. And it's been upheld every single time. The precedent was not only established, but it's been upheld every single time. That's true.
You know why?
Because, well, hey, there was an argument. Okay, so understand.
Because you're messing with somebody's money.
Well, you remember exactly. You remember automatons? You know what an automaton is, right?
I know you know what an automaton is.
Anyway,
some kind of sexual device.
An automaton is essentially the earliest possible version of an audio animatronic. It's a robot. It is designed in a way to design a particular task. So what happens is it always repeats actions, but it's able to recreate, like write out a poem or write out a story or whatever. There are many, many examples of these. They're clockwork in design. They're producing a work that, only the creator could have been able to claim copyright for. That continuous reproduction is not copyrightable, and that has been held up as well. So, but automatons are really cool things. If you ever get a chance to go down that rabbit hole, enjoy. But there are some that are very interesting because they don't seem to repeat themselves. Very strange stuff. But hey, let's see. We got another. We got another super from not a super, but a chat from Space Dave 2000. Quantum computer are actually able to equate more than off, on, or 0, 1. Yeah, they're non-binary is what you're saying. Wait, oh wow.
Oh, careful.
Well, okay.
That's gonna get
there's still non-binary.
They're still okay.
Anyway, they're
still 0 and 1.
They're able to do maybe scenarios, which is odd. I think they're able to do things in a way that it may seem that way. This is the biggest problem, right? We are only capable of creating things that can do these actions until we come up with a way to tell them how to do things that we are aware of.
Well, they've been thinking about quantum computing for multiple decades and they haven't done it yet.
A lot of people say it's
why they haven't done it yet?
Go ahead.
Because it's not possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Assuming facts, not an evidence with that kind of stuff. You can only deal with what you have now.
That's true.
Now,
and only what the clever monkey can come up with, right?
Mm-hmm. So, in the end, no matter what you do, you still have something that programs that base beginning. Because even a quantum computer, it sits there and can't do anything.
And this is where the conversation about machine learning enters the chat, right?
Well, if I create a computer and it sits there, and I don't create a BIOS or anything else to tell it what to do, I just create the computer to sit there.
Right.
It's like a firearm. It will do nothing.
Yes.
Until a human picks it up and does something with it.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true. Thank you, Tox. We have got something that's interesting from Nostradamus, one of the great supporters.
I like Nostradamus.
Yeah, me too. For $10, he looks kind of familiar. Anyway, on Flashcast, they showed an AI-generated Batman comic, and EVS could identify each artist's style that was being ripped off. Yes. Yes.
It is not a creator. It is a copier.
Yep.
That is it. It's an aggregator. They even say so. They even say that they're aggregations.
Yeah. As it exists
which is
today,
not a creation.
As it exists today, it's a very useful tool for research, and that's about it.
Can I suggest that it's a wonderful mimic?
No, I wouldn't say it's a mimic.
Really?
Yeah, I would say it's an aggregator because it doesn't.
It's a remixer.
It doesn't create anything original at all in any way. Nothing that a Mid-Journey or any of that stuff creates, none of it is original.
This is true. I mean, it
you
really
have to feed
does
something into it for it to spit anything.
And that's the point that I said earlier.
Yeah, you really do.
If Mid-Journey, if you pull up Mid-Journey right now and don't tell it to do anything, it will do nothing.
Well, okay. So
as a human, if I sit there, I will take in my environment and I will do something. I will react to it. Even as a baby, if I'm cold, I'll cry. You know, all that stuff from there.
Well,
there's something there.
Yeah, Six. You haven't said much on this. Are you okay with machines trying to replicate humanity?
I don't really. I mean, you're talking about in movies, right? Because I don't really see
anything. Movies, music, you name it.
Input. Like Tox has been saying,
Tom's playing with his nipples again.
They take what's been programmed in and they spit out something different. I haven't done much with AI. I don't respect its use because that's probably the most that I've looked into it. I don't respect its use in medical charting.
Oh wow!
Because I think that's dangerous because people are not going to proofread.
No,
you and I need to talk about that one behind the scenes because I know some stuff. It's not good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, I mean, when they do that, who's going to get sued? Right? Because in medical, it's all about litigation. So if the EMR product, the electronic medical record product that I use, is the one that's creating this quote unquote AI, if the AI is creating stuff, then the provider would be sued that's using it because it's advice that we're giving out. Since it's not creating it, it's not creating anything original, which is what some of these rulings have said, then the software company is responsible for any litigation because the last thing you want is to tell somebody, you know what, you may or may not have cancer based on this, but blah, 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 right?
Well, and that gets into this, and you and I know this well because this was ingrained in me. I know it was ingrained in you way back when we were in school. Garbage in, garbage out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very much, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
thank you for
talks about.
We lost somebody. Who did we lost?
Tox.
Graham canceled himself. Oh, Tox canceled.
No, Tox. Graham still.
I was like, wait a second.
There. Okay.
Rage quitting all night long.
When did Jason get here?
They got me.
Jason's been running the internet all night.
I know, I'm just picking on him.
Okay.
I used AI for my thumbnail. I used AI for my thumbnail last night. I've got it shared in the back. You can or in the screen share.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes it makes interesting things that are eye-catching.
Yeah, on Timcast,
did.
he talks about that quite a bit
Right.
because folks will sit there and say, well, as soon as we have AI, then we're not going to have to deal with all of the personal beliefs of all of these nonsensical people out here. And he says, well, yeah, but who's the one that's creating the AI?
Who's programming the AI?
Exactly.
Right. Because it has its bias planted in it.
Today, yeah. I tried to do a picture of Biden laughing for a thumbnail, and it wouldn't let me do it. I said Biden laughing at a kid, wouldn't let me do it. Went all the way through. I could do Trump, I could do DeSantis, and I could do JFK. So they were the only politicians that it would allow me to actually do. Otherwise, it was considered being unethical.
Jesus.
Were you typing it in, or were you like speaking it into?
I was typing in. It's text to image generation. If I put I can bypass it by putting a picture of him in there.
Because I was going to say maybe with your accent, it thought you said dying.
Well, if you did type in, give me a picture of the Crypt Keeper laughing, then I think it would have been close enough.
That's close enough.
It did, but it brought up the recently deceased politician. So.
Yeah.
Oh my. All right.
It's another fine mess you've got.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's a Frankensteinian thing that was going on there.
Or a Feinsteinian.
Feinstein.
Yeah, Frank Steinian or a Diane Steinian thing.
I am.
Anyway. Wow. Well, this was a fun conversation. You guys crushed it. We have a little more chatty things. Chat.
Just before you get to that,
done?
does it mean that because we can't have true AI, or we'll never have a true AI in the foreseeable future, that we can't have difficult situations with extremely fast computers and machines that may well have programming that allows them to do things that are not good for us?
I like
Terminator is a realistic scenario. But it wouldn't be AI. It would be it's all programmed in the art of war or something. So
I like, and Grant, I like that, but I like the idea that you feed a machine a scenario and ask it for 10 different outcomes. That I like. Right? I like the idea that I can get that and I can have that right back immediately, faster than I can think about it. I think that's good. But at the same time, is its conclusions, or are its conclusions, is probably the more grammatically correct way to say that. Are its conclusions the likely outcomes, or is it just a manufactured simulated intelligence that just is a better word guesser than any other word guesser you've used on your phone or on your email program? Because that's what it is. I mean, that's the conversation we have with Script Doctor, myself, and many others on the regular. Because that's all it does. It just guessed the next logical word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, the thing that I always go back to Isaac Asimov and the robot stories, and the reason he came up with the 3 laws of robotics. If you invent an extremely fast and powerful machine and give it a bunch of programming that says, well, I want you to look after this aspect of the human race's environment, because we need a really fast super machine to do that. And the machine then says, well, it's humans that are making a mess of X, therefore if I take the humans out, everything will be much better. That's very badly put by me.
Right.
That's the scenario we have to worry about.
You have to include Asimov's law.
Unintended consequences.
Someone like Johnny Five in charge.
Don't forget that military scenario where they ran the simulations, and they told the AI, whatever the computer was, you can't complete your mission. The mission is kill this target, and there's a go no go. And when they said you can't do it, the computer was like, well, that's my mission, is to do it, and you're keeping me from doing the mission. So it turned around onto the controller and destroyed the controller in the simulation.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, wait, no, we got to change the parameters, so you can't do that. And then it destroyed the communication system, so it couldn't tell the machine, you can't fulfill your mission.
Yeah.
And it was like, hang on, this is bad.
Yeah.
No, that's basically what I was saying before about it doing a counterbalance system within itself. That's what they were running. They were looking for loopholes in that scenario. So then they were able to tighten up the control over that for each different thing. That's a normal process. Obviously, they wouldn't be releasing this AI as an actual full-fledged defense system right now.
Most importantly, you just have to install Asimov's laws. If you start from that point forward, you end up in a better situation.
Well, you need something like that. I mean, people have mentioned a couple of great examples of like the Forbin, the Colossus Project. It's a movie I love. The movie, it doesn't have to be a sentient computer. It just has to be a computer that's powerful enough and with the rules that says you've got to stop humanity from destroying itself. Well, that could be interpreted in many ways by that computer, many of which are inimical to us and our freedom, for instance. So,
what am I looking at?
Well, Brahma did an AI. I thought I'd give you the original, real Sonya Blade.
Oh, there you
go. That was her recently, right?
Yeah, that's after 25 years.
She seems
played the character.
And a girl.
She seems pretty fit. Good for her. All right, we got one more super I want to get to because Kiss My Grit's been waiting around too long for this. Thank you for the $5 super, my friend. Panel, before I log off tonight, and since it's officially Halloween month, what are your must-watch horror movies? That's a different conversation than you were having on.
We got another 6.
Back to the Future.
What's your favorite time travel horror movie?
The Sound of Music.
What?
Bambi. Bambi is the most horrific movie ever made, you know.
Bambi meets a Godzilla.
That one is actually
Bambi
the
meets
most
Godzilla. That's actually
Can't wait till they remake Bambi and fix it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it's coming. It's coming. The live action Bambi is going to be really, really special.
It's going to be something.
I just recorded a video that I'm going to put out about that tomorrow, and that's fun. So there's a shit ton that I had to cut out. I was like, I probably shouldn't be saying that right now, but yeah.
Hey, you need to run that by, what do they call them in the TV?
Midgets?
The censor people.
Standards
and practices. Yeah.
No, they're not people, Six.
I don't even think. Do networks even have standards and practices departments?
Have you watched television recently?
No, actually, I haven't.
I actually did because I was, I don't watch TV because I don't have TV anymore. I'm like off of TV, so like I have like television's wired for satellite. I canceled the satellite. I did this publicly on a video that I did. I'm just canceling DirecTV. I'm done. So when I get a chance to watch it, I'm like always surprised because I'm going, this super sucks. I watched, I don't know, hundreds of commercials recently. How many positively reflected people of my particular pallor existed in any commercial that ran during any of those things?
Goose egg.
Yeah. Very strange. But that's an entirely other conversation. All I know is that television is doomed if that's the direction they're going, because you're going to run out of people to pander to. Anyway,
I'm going to say
a great question.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say Nightmare on Elm Street.
It's a really good film.
Yeah, I'm going to say Kazam.
I think here's the problem. Nightmare, Halloween. What is? Okay, I'm going to do this. Tom, hang on. I'll get to you. I don't know how to. There you go. Deadly Friend.
She seems nice.
You guys are talking about AI and stuff.
I don't know if I've seen this.
Wes Craven's Deadly Friend.
Oh, I definitely seen
I haven't heard of that one.
Okay. Well, okay, so for me, horror's always come down to the people who do it best. Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. I mean, there's all of the ones that I think are the very, very best, the top of the mountain. It's almost always the first one. Best horror film. If you want to see me messed up, the uncut version, the unrated version, I should say, of Event Horizon destroys me every single time. Because that is like the unimaginable, and I'll say it, HE double toothpicks. It's the unimaginable hell that is the terrifying part for me. Psychological horror is far more effective for me than most slasher films, and yet I have broad respect for them, which is why I mentioned.
So something like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Grant, I wow. All right. Anyway,
how about the one about the rabbits? Night of the Lepus. That was a good one.
I tell you what,
wasn't Bones in that one?
If you're a man, Fatal Attraction was the most terrifying film ever made.
Oh, was that the bunny boiler one?
Not going to be ignored, Culture.
That's what I thought. Thank you, Six. I love you. All right. Anyway, does anybody else not answer this question? Because it's $5, so answer it.
I can go.
The Thing is up there. I actually haven't seen all of it.
You haven't seen all of it.
I know a lot of people like The Thing, so I'll throw that out there. Gremlins, Alien, and an interesting one. I don't know how good anybody is going to think this was. Europa Report is an interesting sci-fi horror film. It came out in 2013. Charlton Copley is part of it, and it's an interesting, scary flick that takes place out in space.
Was that the one that had the guy from the bad guy in the first John Wick film?
Jesus.
I'm not
the Russian
sure.
fella?
I haven't seen any of the John Wick films.
Oh, okay.
What? What?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, he better be gone.
Jason left all of a sudden. I don't know where he went. That was
yes, it did have Michael Nyquist in it.
So surprising.
To answer the question from Chris My Grits, I did just see Saw X last night, and this between now and Halloween, I'm gonna try to rewatch all of the Saw movies.
Oh my gosh, that's 9 Saws. All right,
try.
Well, thank you very much, and of course, we got our good friend Mr. Tickle Trunk X Halloween Machina for Canadian 5 nickels, which I think that's like, what is that? Is that a quarter? 5 Canadian dollars, like
17 cents.
17 cents. Okay, thank you. Asimov's laws aren't going to work. It has to understand complex concepts like harm first. It doesn't. Harm first. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It went to another line. It still doesn't understand concepts like chairs yet. I agree with you. See, here's the problem.
Abstracts are going to be difficult.
Everything that teaches you to be a good person, you learn in kindergarten. I know you've heard that before, and it's a joke, but it's fucking true.
You should learn it at home.
Yeah, I mean, there's a decent chance that by the time you get to kindergarten, you're learning the thing you need to know. And it's not difficult to understand. Kids get it, and then they get messed up by adults. So, yeah. I don't know. But thank you very much for that, Mr. Tickle Trunk. I would say you're probably right, but we're dealing with weird stuff now, conceptually. We just are, and we have been for a while. I have one last thing I want to cover tonight that I think is important.
Did we finish intros?
No, we did that already. Oh. If you look at me, what do you see?
Star Wars shirt.
Hey,
jabroni.
Very nice Star Wars t-shirt.
No, my thoughts are sex symbol. You see a sex symbol right here.
A sex symbol? No, she's next to you.
No,
yeah.
Those are your thoughts.
Are you sharing something we don't see yet?
No, I haven't shared it yet. So calm down.
All right.
What kind of symbol? Like
is it like an octagon shape?
Like one that you would hit in a musical instrument. Like a thimble.
Yeah.
More like a stop sign.
Does it make a noise?
Stop symbol.
Stop.
No entry. Danger. It's like keep back 20 feet.
So what you should be seeing right now is a sex symbol. Somebody who is, an object of desire. a person with whom you can't live without.
So is this the artificial intelligence talking?
A creature of beauty, intelligence, and something ethereal you can't quite describe. Yeah. So apparently, Richard Gere did not want to be called a sex symbol. And Barbara Streisand was too polite, according to Richard Gere. So yeah, this is a very strange article. Richard Gere wanted to.
Don't worry, Richard. You're going to be known for something else in a few years.
Yeah, he'll be known for the gerbil.
I think he wasn't prepared for that quite yet. I don't think he was prepared for that anyway.
He wasn't. How do you think the poor gerbil felt?
Well, apparently a lot because he was crawling to get out of. Anyway, I'm not going to get into
the cat
that.
they sent in after him.
Yeah, well, how many others? Indeed, they were trying to be like an ant trail to get out. Anyway, stop. Anyway, so Richard Gere threatened to bring his lawyers down on British television on their chat show unless they remove the word sex symbol from his introduction. True story. So veteran British TV chat show host Michael Aspel, I don't know how you say that, bald guy.
It's Aspel. It's Michael Aspel.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Aspel. Yep, nailed it.
Anyway, was this weekend recalling some of his encounters with Hollywood luminaries, including an officer and a gentleman star who came into his primetime show on the UK or in the UK in '89. Aspel recalled. That's an unfortunate name, I think. Anyway, recalled to the Daily Mail, when Richard Gere came on the show, I introduced him, and at the end I said, "He's done this, he's done that," and I used the phrase "sex symbol." After the interview, we had a phone call from his agent saying if I didn't remove the sex symbol thing, they were going to take it up with their lawyer. He would not be known as a sex symbol. It was very odd, but he took himself very seriously because he did a lot of stuff for the people of Tibet. Was he the Dalai Lama? Anyway, Aspel's other A-list guests, yada, 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 yada. But I find that rather interesting.
Can you not be a sex symbol if you're a Buddhist?
All I know is I am
a Buddhist. I didn't know you're a Buddhist.
No, an object of desire.
He's got a Buddha body, that's for sure.
And if somebody said to me I was a sex symbol during an interview, why would I criticize them? Why would I stop them?
You like people lying to you?
The only thing that I can think of is that Gere may think that it somehow delegitimizes the charity work that he's been doing, the philanthropic stuff. That's the only thing that I can think of that would be why he would want to do it. Now, you want a sex symbol?
Well, that works.
Yeah.
That does work.
By the way, she's married to a billionaire
who just bought controlling interest in CAA. Thank you very much.
Not only that,
and I wasn't married to a billionaire, I'd be pissed.
And not only that, you have to remember that not only is that billionaire, super creepy, he's like borderline like the devil. Because
doesn't his company own Balenciaga?
That's where we were going. Thank you for that, Jason. Yeah,
I'll say it and demonetize you so you don't say it.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah, well, we were dude, I never monetized the stream. I know better. Yeah, YouTube's always like, you should monetize your streams. I'm like, no. No. And my 6-minute daily, safe. Usually the interview on Friday, safe. This show, never safe. Yeah, because there's a lot of truth here. And radicalized Ryan over on Odyssey says culture is a sex symbol and loved by female Wookiees across the galaxy.
Bring the message up.
It's on.
Oh yeah, what a shock! No one really said it. Let's see how it is.
Yeah. Oh, the plebe said the right and the nun scare me over on Rumble. I bet. But anyway, all I know is this. Richard Gere wanted to change the message around his name, and he was unsuccessful.
Why are we talking about Richard Gere?
Gerbils.
I'm not sure yet.
He hasn't made a movie in like 20 years.
Gerbils?
Do you think that he was able to do charitable work for PETA or the ASPCA after his gerbil incident?
No.
Did he try?
Tom, if he stuck around and, knew what we were talking about. Yeah, he didn't like being called a sex symbol.
Well, he wants to be known.
I saw that, but like, still, why are we talking about him? But anyway, sorry, Six. I'm sorry.
Sorry. He wants to be known for what he does and the work that he does on screen and his charitable work. He doesn't want to be known as a pretty face. He wants his work to speak for itself, and he wants that to be the first thing that people think of.
Typical
when they think
woman.
Of Richard Gere.
If he wants his work to speak for himself and he takes himself seriously as an actor, he shouldn't have been in movie 43.
Was he in? Yeah, he was in that, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
And he wouldn't have had this job and been able to do his work if he didn't look like he looks.
Exactly.
I mean, him and Steve Buscemi are at the top of all the charts for all the ladies, I believe, right?
Nobody's ever going to invite me on a panel because I'm pretty, because I don't turn my camera on. Therefore, I can rest assured people invite me on because they're afraid of pissing me off.
No, I mean,
because
I like your takes on
I have
stuff.
great things to say.
Yes.
But I mean, he wants his work to be number one.
And Six, may I say, you have a nice voice, so you sound good when you say it. So
thank you.
There's that.
I wasn't fishing. I swear to God, I wasn't fishing. I'm just saying that he wants to be known for, and he probably was, how long ago did he say that? Like 20 years ago or something, he said?
Well, that interview was in the late 80s. I think it said 89.
Yeah. Aspel's been around since the 70s. So
was that before or after Pretty Women? That was probably right before. Tom will know.
What are we talking about?
Pretty Women come out.
When Richard Gere actually blew up.
Yeah.
That was a while. That's an unfortunate.
Pretty Woman was the only time I saw him in. Well, no, Officer and a Gentleman. It's the first time I ever remember him.
Well, I think that he became more of a heartthrob after Pretty Woman, but that's a different conversation.
Well, Officer and a Gentleman.
I'm not attracted to men, so I can't say. I would.
Well, if this was 89, Pretty Woman came out in 90. So either I don't know if it was saying that the article or the interview was done in 89, but he did specifically mention that year, I think, in that write-up.
Okay, so I want to talk to you guys. This is the last thing.
He was an American gigolo,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that wasn't sexy at all. I have one last thing I want to talk to because I wasn't quite ready to wind down. I thought I was, but I'm not really. And this is a story I covered on the 6 Minute Daily, and I just want gut reactions because we have a lady here. So in fact, I'm going to start with Six. Okay, ready, Six?
Yeah, I don't want to be sloppy seconds. You can start with me.
Thank you. X-rated dating show Naked Attraction delivers an endless full frontal nudity and more cringe than Tinder.
What is this on? Just so I know for science.
This is coming to Max. It's coming to Max.
Yeah,
it's a BBC thing, is it? Channel 4.
Yeah.
Sort of BBC.
Oh,
British, sorry.
Naked British people. Never mind.
Yeah. So across sexualities and gender spectrums, yada 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 yada. So the dating game has been turned into this nude-based reality dating show called Naked Attraction. It's available to stream in the U.S. through a show launched in the UK in 2016. Max quietly. Wow, I screwed that up. Max quietly slid the first. Well done, writer. Quietly slid the first 6 seasons onto the streaming platform without any promotion or even a trailer. Well,
Watch Party.
Yeah, there you go. So the series isn't even on the. It's not on the platform's homepage.
What is that slapping sound I hear coming out of Tom's mic?
I don't know. Wait, what's happening, Tom?
Tom's already logged in the Max.
What's happening, Tom?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so it's got a TV.
I'll watch the rest later.
So yeah, it does start the episode with a warning that reads, The following episode intends. Wait, you know what? This is a Tom voice thing. Tom, read that.
The following series is intended only for mature audiences. It contains full frontal nudity, coarse language, and graphic discussions about the human body. Viewer discretion is advised.
So basically, if you're a 10 to 14-year-old boy, hit play is what they're telling me.
See, unless the host and the entire crew were naked as well, then it's a fraud.
It's like HBO's own take on Skinamax.
Well, they're the same company.
The funny thing is, they're all naked, and you're still only drawn to their teeth.
Stop it.
I mean, why not? Why not do it?
Yeah, I saw that article. I thought you just.
I have to say, I've had a remarkable evening so far, and that particular article makes me happy. And I asked Six about her opinion of it. So we'll talks. Are you interested in naked attraction?
No.
Okay.
I mean, do we have to be?
Well, no, I was just asking.
Is Naked Attraction a movie?
No, it's
the show we were just talking about.
I think I'm more interested in who
television show.
Who would opt to be part of that show and become one of the?
Was that the game show in England?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that.
Is it a game show though? I mean, it a game show?
Know.
Like if it was, I don't
was
know.
the dating game?
Well, okay, so I'm just saying, if you're brave enough to go naked, especially as a dude, you got to be hanging low.
I would consider if they should call it Whip It Out.
Naked Jeopardy.
Maybe they should.
Where your genitals are in jeopardy if you give the wrong answer.
That's right.
Who in chat has seen it, and how graphic is it?
Has anybody seen this show?
It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free.
Oh, really?
Oh, it must be censored on YouTube.
Then it's very heavily censored.
Yes.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like something that would turn me on. I'd rather see some dudes sitting around and talking about the pros and cons of the Dewey Decimal System versus the Library of Congress.
But naked though.
Or AI.
Naked. Look, at first their bottom halves are showing, including their genitals and butts. And then one person is then eliminated. So if you're not hanging low, like if you're not somebody who can throw that over your shoulder as a dude, that ain't gonna work out well for you.
They should match to what car they're driving. Make a competition out of it.
And they should interview them after they're eliminated, and then they can have an entire show with these guys sitting there being like, I swear to God, it grows. I swear it grows.
Shrinkage.
70s, you were asking.
Wait. I have new important information to bring to the people.
Uh-oh.
I have new important information I must bring to the people. Where's Mephisto's chat? Somebody find it. It's not censored.
Oh, wow.
Well, they said it's not censored.
So
no, Joey in chat
on YouTube.
said
on YouTube?
Just normal dudes.
It's really a follow-up to the Great British Bake Off, except with more buns.
All I know,
The Great British Wank Off.
Dudes that are hung like a hamster are not going on the show.
The
funny thing is the headline compares it to Tinder. Tinder doesn't even allow nudity. So
wait a minute. If nudity is upsetting you, there, Jason,
No,
then Naked Attraction isn't your show. So
it's
that's
not
not for
the
you.
show anyway.
But 70s was asking who in the U.S. would do this show.
Nobody.
Everybody that goes on whatever cast. Every single week.
Well, that's
would Jeff Props do it? The Survivor guys? Would the Survivor guys do it?
No.
I mean, they had a naked guy on Survivor.
Naked Survivor works. So that works as a show.
Richard, what's his name? Richard
Hatch.
Naked and Afraid.
Yeah,
but he did that as a gimmick, and then he won.
And he won, and then he didn't pay his taxes.
And then he went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody wanted to get off the island because he sat everywhere with no underwear on. Nobody wanted to sit there.
All I know is...
no, it was because he was gay. He was homophobic.
No, I don't think that was.
Well, apparently HBO Go is showing it, but whether that's an American HBO channel or
it's on Max here, HBO Max.
Right? Yeah.
Daryl, I'm like a field mouse in winter is bad. Yeah.
No, they have censored it on YouTube. They've got.
Okay, well, all I know is
icons
none of this sounds bueno to me, but it is what it is. And we've reached that part in the show where everybody gets 20 seconds to tell me why I should care. And we'll start with
part of the show.
Yeah, this was a show. The man who has Geary to thank for his best appearance. Oh, Zax is right. I was in the pool. I swear.
Shrinkage.
Blah, blah, blah. It's bad. Blah, blah, blah.
Great. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
What are we supposed to be
What
doing?
am I doing?
Our outros.
Yeah, you were
wow.
doing your why we
What?
should care that you're
Outros?
Here. Yes.
We just
I mean,
got
we've only
here.
been here like 50
No
minutes,
kidding,
but
'cause
whatever.
you went an hour extra beyond the 30 minutes. I'm not getting into it right now. I'm not upset.
I thought we were just getting warmed up.
We're not even at the 2 hour mark.
I like turtles.
Fantastic.
It's like the Naked Attraction show. We're just getting warmed up.
I was waiting for the
Zax
good
says
topics
I was
to
in the
come up.
pool. I swear. Not
You know,
Dumb
Zax.
asks for $5 says it's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean. I concur. Nostradamus.
Sure, yeah, sure.
It's also where you dock the ship as well. That counts.
That's why all that pornography is done with small penises.
That's right. That's always what the underendowed say.
That's right.
You know what?
Ryan's heard that kind of BS for years.
I have never heard that before. Really? They use small things? I've never seen it, so I wouldn't know.
That's because you've been with the same woman for 40 years.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll.
That's great. Like, I admire that. I'm not shitting on it.
No, the boss, yeah, I'm blessed.
You
Nice
are.
Led Zeppelin reference.
You are a blessed man.
Speaking
You are a blessed man.
We got to dig her out of that cult.
But okay.
She's the
here-
Yingling fairy.
Jason, you've had a lot of time for somebody who doesn't YouTube anymore.
Yeah, and I've put it all over here.
Why did you
sci-fi
take him down?
I don't know.
Try to put it back up.
Don't we have another topic?
There's the website, and that's where we're putting stuff. We're doing reviews, book reviews.
We have another
book reviews.
We have another topic.
Do we have enough
Yeah,
time?
did you hear Canada wants people to register when they have a podcast?
Yes, I heard about that today. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what's happening now? Does somebody have a
Canadian
story?
government is proposing all
Wait, we're not ending. We're not
podcasters-
ending. It was a joke. What are you talking about?
The Canadian government is proposing that all podcasters, yet to be defined what that means, it could mean just people on YouTube as well, must register with the Canadian government and the Canadian communication part of the government.
CTRV, whatever they call it.
FTC equivalent. I can't remember what they call it. And, they're going to be basically registered and not licensed, but they've got to be, all the details have to be with them and they have to have approval. This is their plan going forward. So you may be a YouTuber, podcast, or whatever, they're going to bring you all under their control. So you could, if you don't, you won't be able to do it.
At the moment, it's only a request for those channels or those subscription services that make more than $10 million.
But we know where it's
because
going.
they say
where
they
that's
say
going.
subscription services.
Yes.
YouTube is a subscription service that they've listed.
Yeah, you know where it's going. They start there and then it narrows.
Yeah, but they don't have control in my country.
It's we're living in North Korea here now. In fact, North Korea is probably more fun.
I also
At least
know
it's close to South Korea.
A rate specialist wants to know what your favorite time traveling sci-fi is.
Star Trek 4.
Well, isn't all
Time Machine.
all time travel movies basically sci-fi?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Well,
No, I wouldn't consider Outlander a sci-fi.
Mine's a little Hot Tub Time Machine too.
I'd say frequently asked questions about time travel is my favorite.
A Christmas Carol.
Or Time Cop's pretty good too, though.
Time Cop's good.
But yeah, FAQ about time travel, British movie.
With Chris O'Dowd.
Chris O'Dowd, yeah, brilliant movie. If you've never seen it, very
Well,
funny.
technically, it's barely a movie. It's only 50 minutes.
It's short. It's like
Yeah.
80 minutes, but it's Anna Faris, I think, is in it too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the chick from Scary Movies in it. I forgot,
It's funny though. It uses the time travel trope very well. They start in the pub, and everything good. They keep coming back to the pub, but people are either dead or there's an apocalypse or whatever.
I was recently reminded of an incredible time travel movie called Jack and Jill. I think that's.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
I'm not sure about this, so I may be wrong, but I believe. And Six, I need you to check me on this. That was a culture trying to be funny.
Is that what that sounds like?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. That's why it was so hard to understand.
And so quiet afterwards.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, wait.
I got it.
Shoot,
okay.
You are correct.
I forgot to do this.
Oh, wow. Here's the story of a lovely communism.
Kick off.
They call it modernizing.
You got to love when they modernize things, just like our movies, our TV shows, and now our internet.
We have an official reader on this channel right now. Two of them, actually. We have a news reader professional in Jason, and we have Tom, who is also Dracula.
I think he means one of you read.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. All right. The headline: CRTC takes major step forward to modernize Canada's broadcasting framework.
Yes. So where you got this idea I can read from?
This is from the Canadian Radio, Television, and Telecommunications Commission. News.
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have to interrupt you. Sorry to do that. You have to read this in French afterwards as well, okay?
Yeah,
that's true.
Oh, now that was funny.
All right. This is from,
or just with a pansy kind of accent.
Canadian Radio, Television, and Telecommunications Commission today advancing its regulatory plan to modernize Canada's broadcasting framework and ensure online streaming services make meaningful contributions to Canadian and Indigenous content. On May 12, 2023, the CRTC launched its first public consultations after thoroughly examining all the evidence on the public record, including over 200 interventions. The CRTC is issuing its first two decisions. First, the CRTC is setting out which online streaming services need to provide information about their activities in Canada. Online streaming services that operate in Canada offer broadcasting content and earn $10 million or more in annual revenues. There it is right there. Will need to complete a registration form by November 28, 2023. Registration collects basic information, is only required once, and can be completed in just a few steps. Second, the CRTC is setting conditions for online streaming services to operate in Canada. These conditions take effect today and require certain online streaming services to provide the CRTC with information related to their content and subscribership. The decision also requires those services to make content available in a way that is not tied to a specific mobile or internet service. The third consultation is ongoing. It considers contributions traditional broadcasters and online streaming services will need to make to support Canadian and Indigenous content. The CRTC will hold a 3-week public proceeding starting on November 20th, 2023. We'll hear from 129 intervenors representing a broad range of interests. This is Big Brother stuff.
So yeah, they want to know who their subscribers are. Okay.
Yeah.
And
they want to know. I want to know all of the shows that are making money.
Yeah, they want to know what the content is. So it's a nice podcast series you got there. It's a shame if something happened to it if we didn't like what you were saying.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daily Wire. You can't now put content out in Canada because you haven't
That's
registered.
what it'll be. Yeah, that's what it'll be.
That's exactly what it'll be.
It's heading to North Korea. They're closing the place off.
I have a feeling that a lot of this maybe is aimed toward Rebel News.
Oh, of course.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yes, a lot of it will be. Yeah.
But you know, I look at this and I'm thinking, who of us would have thought ever that Canada, of all places, would turn into 1984? I
you
mean,
want an honest answer?
Well, I mean, Canada's got this reputation, right? I mean, they're always apologizing for everything, and they're all polite and they're quiet and they keep to themselves. And then you've got Juan Trudeau Castro up there doing all this crap.
He's not doing anything that the Canadian people did not vote for.
Well, there's that.
Well,
they knew all this was
30-ish%,
happening.
yeah.
They had the opportunity to get rid of
Assuming
him.
their elections are legit.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I am not surprised by this. I'm not surprised
Well,
it's happening in England either.
You can win
The parliamentary
Canadian
system is rife. Its parliamentary system is easy to switch to socialism on a dime.
All you need to win elections in Canada is to win the most seats in Ontario and Quebec. That's
it.
The rest
It's
of the
all about
country's
population.
meaningless. The rest of the country's meaningless to them. So,
because if you don't have an electoral college, all right, and you don't have a system of states that have the representative government the United States have, you don't have the ability to govern yourselves. That's why they call America the Great Experiment.
And as we've seen, that's no guarantee that everything's going to be on the up
It
and up.
100% was a guarantee until FDR and the New Deal.
Right.
All right. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happened with Teddy Roosevelt, Wilson, and Franklin Roosevelt, especially during the Roosevelt, that turned this into an administrative state.
Yep.
When the Congress advocated their ability to make laws to an administrative organization, the WPA and some other stuff through there, to try and the emergency at the time, which was the Great Depression. And I know I have relatives that went through the Great Depression, and they didn't give a shit about anything but big cities on the East and West Coast.
Yep.
During the Dust Bowls, they let people in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, and all this stuff die.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
So-
there was that study. What was it? UCLA that came out here 15, 20 years ago, basically saying that all of Roosevelt's policies for the Great Depression extended it for 7 years.
Yes. There was nothing that they did. What stopped that was the war.
Yeah.
That was it. And if they had done, they know now that what he did, and it actually made it worse. Because you have a Social Security system that everybody depends on in the United States that is a Ponzi scheme. That means you have to have more people paying into it than you have people to take out of it, which is not what we have now. The baby boom generation, all that stuff, all that's going to come due sometimes in the 2030s, 2040s, and it's going to be a bomb. It's gonna happen.
We're already in a population bomb across the globe, and it's not good for the future. You cannot have one person paying for three people. Three people paying for one, better. And that's what we used to have. We don't have that anymore.
I've said it on a couple of live streams. I paid enough in federal taxes last year to keep a family of four above the poverty line.
Yeah.
I've done my part.
Yeah.
More than my part. But you can't advocate those kind of things to the government, and that's what we've done out of convenience. We deserve what we get. Canada deserves what they get.
I actually called the local IRS office one time, and I asked, I said, can I opt out as a conscientious objector? And they said, no, you can't do that. I was like, I'm never going to get any of this stuff as far as Social Security goes. I'm never going to get any of that stuff back.
Well, I mean, taxes of themselves, it's robbery.
Yeah.
Because, and you're like, well, no, it's not. I cannot voluntarily stay out of them.
It's a protection racket, more so. You pay us and we keep you out of jail.
The IRS is the only agency in the U.S. that can put you in prison without needing a warrant or without having to provide any kind of proof as to why they're doing it. They can take all your stuff. They can close your bank accounts.
Your money at the point of a gun. They're basically.
But why did they get that kind of power? Because there was such a problem with the mafia. It's always the authoritarian types that come out and say there's some kind of emergency that we have to live under, that we lose a little bit of freedoms. Because, as Ben Franklin said, the person that gives up their freedom for safety gets neither.
Yeah, it deserves.
And that's where we are.
Freedom, of course.
Yeah.
And remember what Rahm Emanuel said: never let a good emergency go to waste.
Well, and he's not the first one to say it. It's been said throughout history. I mean, you can trace back all these problems to the progressive movement that started in the late 1800s, early 1900s, because it was on both sides of the aisle, conservatives and liberals and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
Don't forget what Rod Blagojevich said. Does anybody want this Senate seat?
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now, for the right price, they're available for purchase. And we just watched one of the great ones just go.
Apparently, was purchased by a Nigerian prince.
Well, speaking of which, Nigerian princes are plenty on this stream. We are going to wrap it up because we are going to talk about Mr. Grant Gregory and his amazing baldness.
It's not that amazing.
Sorry.
Okay, you can get rid of me then. That works too. Yeah, that's how it is.
Tell people you're like at 11 billion people following you.
No, I'm at 101,000.
Okay.
Slightly different.
Yeah, but you can't get monetized, right?
Or get a silver play button because of my affiliation to a removed or banned channel.
That's the fucked up shit right here.
Is that what they told you?
Yeah. And I don't. I have no affiliation. No, because my first channel was technically wasn't even really mine. But the only channel that I have an affiliation with is my own channel because I haven't got into partnership with anyone. And when I got hacked, they had to terminate my channel due to TOS things because the person was trying to do illegal stuff with it. So that's all I can assume. But ever since they've told me that, I've got no response from YouTube or anyone. So I'll just go over to Rumble, start fresh.
How's that AI working out for you?
Yeah, well, he's doing great. I mean, he's making me sound amazing in Hindi. So I can't wait.
You sound good.
I can't wait for the other languages. Speaking of other languages, one of the balds who's right down here, his name is Brahmable. He does things, but not on his own channel. No,
Other
that's
bald.
no,
Other bald.
Wrong bald.
Yeah, this is the handsome bald.
Camera's
No,
not.
that's a wrong bald. We already did that.
Thomas food.
We did, yeah, that not wrong. No, he's not bald.
I'm not bald.
Hi, Tom.
And he's bald, but he's not the right bald. There's only one other bald.
Can I show my bald?
Yes, please.
Wow. I'm calculating. Okay,
that's the callback.
All right.
Yeah, you can catch me on Comics Division tomorrow night for Monday Night Meltdown. Wednesday night on the Shagsworth channel, the Hump After Show. That one I'm on there for the Rumble exclusive side. And we have Yelling at Parked Cars on Wednesdays on Rumble exclusive on Comics Division's channel as well. And I'll let Toxic Man Flu handle the rest of Comics Division stuff, where you can also find me.
I ain't touching him.
Well, I didn't think so.
Have a great night, everybody.
It's only gay if you touch.
We've got another non-bald. No, wait, we have so many balds. Let's talk to the six. You want to promote a thing or somebody or
yes, Midnight's Edge in the morning tomorrow. In a while, we're going to be talking about stuff and things.
Yes, we are.
And but honestly, in a weekly wrap up. Sunday night at 9 Eastern, we're going to be doing the second half of our top 85 Halloween movies.
Oh my God.
We're just getting into what? Was that just an exasperated? Oh my God.
It was because it means I got to put my show in hours.
No, but we only have 40 left to go. And we're also going to do our own personal top 5 candy movie.
You started off with 80.
Oh no. Trick or treat.
And oh my God.
We got 39 left. Chill the fuck out.
Time's that?
That's crazy. I didn't realize the franchise was that big.
All right.
A lot of movies with
Make
Michael
sure you
Myers.
hit the like button on Culture Stream.
Yeah, bring up another bald, please.
Can I get random balds?
Is this the right one this time?
Random balds.
Is this me? I'm confused.
That's me. I'll do you, Tom.
Okay.
Midnight's Edge.
Wow. Richard Gere moment on the channel, ladies and
Do you,
gentlemen.
Tom? Do you? Suits you, sir. Suits you. I know the Canadian government will be deeply concerned about the video I'm putting out tomorrow about the 1979 Manfred Mann's Earth Band album Angel Station. I think there's going to be a lot of worry about that at the Politburo in Ottawa. And the 30 people that watch it will also be concerned. So I'm not doing my regular live show tomorrow, but I will be doing it next Monday, the 9th, where we're going to do a Ronnie James Dio show. because it's about time we had another Ronnie James Dio show, so it'll be fun. And in the meantime, I will be on various things. I think I might be on Monday Night Meltdown tomorrow. I've watched the Continental, so
yes,
both of them.
Oh, I need
I've
to watch
both.
You watched both?
Gosh,
Good.
Watched both.
And watch those again.
So that would be fun. And then Toxic Tuesday on Nick Visor's channel, 30 Flavors of Nick Visor. And I can't remember which movie we're doing, but we always have a ton of laughs on that show Tuesday nights. And then Brahma and I are going to be booting up our bourbon and boarding hockey show again soon. So watch out for that.
Fair enough.
Yes,
All right.
we are.
Oh, we have another bald.
Another bald. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be one of you guys for Halloween this year. So just
one of us. One of us.
Gobble. Yeah, you can catch me on the Gramcast having some fun, making some videos and making some shorts and enjoying my time here. So thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. I'll keep it short and sweet. We're rock and rolling.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Check out Gramcast. Graham is growing like a weed, and he deserves to. We already did that, Bull.
No, we didn't.
It's Bat Tom.
We did do Bat.
We've done this bald.
We
didn't
did
say anything.
Yeah, we already did him.
I
No,
do
we-
have one other thing though.
Oh wait, okay. go
Jesus
back.
Christ. All right, sorry.
All right.
Was my mic hot when I
Yes,
said that?
Mike was on. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you have
So
500
Lauren
plus
heard
followers on Odyssey?
On Odyssey, I do. Yes, we crossed 500
Nice.
weeks ago. Mrs. Boss is the new editor of the Fan Activity Gazette. September issue is out. Go to tnfff.org and click on the zines. This is part of the National Fantasy Fan Federation. So we're doing that now. So I want to hype that up. And we've got book reviews out.
The NFF?
TNFFF, the National Fantasy Fan Federation. There's a link in my newsletter.
Okay.
Y'all can sign up for the newsletter.
What happened? You used to have a YouTube channel. What happened to you?
I did. I used to.
He didn't watch John Wick, and we all canceled him.
We still keep getting subscribers. I don't know why. I mean, we'll do something sometime.
All right.
Maybe.
Please, Tox.
Hi, I'm Toxic Man Flu. I was on Tom's channel, and now I'm on Culture's. Culture's a wonderful person. You should like, share, and subscribe this channel.
Promote the thing.
So tomorrow, Monday Meltdown on Comics Division's channel. Culture Casino will probably be there. We're going to talk about pop culture and entertainment. Then on Wednesday,
Continental.
oh yeah, we're going to talk to Continental. Continental is a great show. I
Yes,
really
it
liked
is.
it. Brian's going to be on. Had a good time. So we try and talk about, we shit on things, and then we'll talk about positive stuff. Yeah, Continental's good. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Toxic, can I ask a potentially private question about
Ooh.
comics?
Yeah.
How long?
Yeah.
I see how Culture gets giddy when he talks about the Monday night or the
Monday Meltdown and the Thursday Throwdown.
Monday Meltdown and the Thursday Throwdown.
Mhm.
Yes, and I'm just wondering, is Culture always the first one backstage?
No.
He's not. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
not always.
I just kind of suspected like
the
he was,
majority
like,
of the time,
one-
it's me and Culture. Yes.
Yeah,
I figured it was
usually the
he
two
was
of
like
us.
standing at the gate, like waving his carnival ticket, waiting for them to.
We're
open up and
excited.
let him
We
in.
got a big
He's
show.
out the front. He's wagging his tail. He's happy to be there.
Culture and I
I'm
get on.
usually
We talk
there.
about what's going to happen. Yeah.
I'm usually there 15 minutes early, but nobody notices until about 5 minutes until
That's right.
showtime. Then I get brought in.
That's true.
Because
He's-
Comics
yeah,
Division
I know.
slides in like 30 seconds before we're supposed to go
Yeah,
live.
it's terrible.
There's always something to do with a camera, cat, dog ate
And
his
we talk
homework,
for 8
something
minutes
like that.
before going live so that we're always just a little late.
Yeah, oh, no,
Because
yeah,
everybody loves us being late.
Yeah, well, he leads from the back, and we appreciate that. So. My goodness,
Rear-wheel
I had a
drive.
great time tonight. I hope you all did too. If you've never been here before, the next several minutes are going to confuse you. I promise. So
Even
don't
if you
go
have been
anywhere.
here
Don't go anywhere. It's about to get very weird. In honor of my friend, well, dude, he's my friend too. But in honor of my friend, Mexican Iron Man, I feel like we need to celebrate Windows. What do you guys think, fans? Kinds of that. Because
And
sometimes,
popping up.
Windows 11.
well, no,
Yes,
sometimes
Windows
when-
11. That's the
sometimes-
number of Windows he's
sometimes
jumped out
when-
of this month.
No. But sometimes when a young lady's husband comes home, you have to find one really fast.
Probably got a couple of.
It was at this moment that he knew. He up.
So that was quite good. I was just about getting into that. So I liked your T-shirt tonight, Culture. You may see my Star Wars poster there. That's been up. I just put it up on the wall the other day. It had been sitting in a plastic bag since 1977. It's UK Star Wars original UK poster magazine number 2. I finally put the poster up on the wall again.
I like all the Star Wars. Okay, like them all the Star Wars.
I like all of the real ones too.
The real ones. I'm pretty sure we're going to look back on Disney Star Wars and it's going to be kind of like asterisk.
That was the golden years.
Thrawn.
No, just kidding.
Thrawn.
So this is like, have you been? So the Daleks have exterminated you.
Grand
Thrawn?
Admiral Thrawn.
All right.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
You can't be Thrawn. You're far too slim.
Oh, you haven't seen me in real life. I don't show anything below here.
I always thought it was Grand Admiral Prawn. I thought he was a seafood creature, but I guess I was wrong.
Survey said.
Somewhere in between the black and white version and the color version, we get this
I
version.
actually think that's a pretty cool look for
Comics
you.
Division's plushie. Yeah, that thing really shines.
It does, doesn't it? That's pretty
Actually,
neat.
all the alcohol, you can actually read the labels when
can.
we're in this mode.
And you can actually see which is real alcohol and which isn't. It's like,
Do you have style and flair? A bit of savoir-faire? Well, you're in luck. For just a few bucks, it's not out of reach. Time to get back to the beach. That's right. Beach Punk is now available for a limited time exclusively from Mixed Tees. The Make America Beach Again line is top-notch, top quality, and all about answering that question, are you beach enough? I know I'm Knuff. Are you? Be prepared for your very own beach off. We've got towels. We've got t-shirts. We've got muscle tanks too. And if you're cold-blooded, we also have hoodies. Not to mention mouse pads and so much more. Check out the ever-expanding line of Beach Punk gear available at Mixed Tees. Your home for YouTube-exclusive clothing from your favorite creators. From the minds of Dick's Division comes Beach Punk. Are you Knuff?
So, hi, how you doing, Six? I thought we had a good time, Tom show, and a good time here too.
Yeah, I've had a wonderful evening hanging out with y'all. Great crowd, great chat as always. It's been a good night.
Stuff. That whole Brahma Bull blue thing and all that.
I'm
that
not
was,
entirely sure he's not an alien.
It might be, but that entire set with the 3 of them there like that was from a sex dream I had a couple of weeks ago. So maybe I'm prescient. I can see the future.
Maybe you willed it into manifestation.
Maybe I've time traveled.
Oh my God. I can
Could
time
be.
travel, but I can only time travel forward very slowly.
Right. So there was a member chat. I guess he's going to do it. I'm going to show something here.
As I said in the chat, 15K subs. As I said in the chat, 15K subs. I might.
15K subs, pigtail.
15K.
And 50K, he said he was going to wax his body.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely
and get a
remember.
perm. He was going to get a perm. I definitely saw that. So
yep.
Never
Got
gonna
that.
give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around. And first, you never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a liar.
Das Wolfen says, I'm always late, but I'll rewatch. CC, thank you for that. I think that's the only starred comment that I had. It's a member chat, and I appreciate it. You guys are the best. On with the chaos that is the end of the show.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know who else in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh, yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank Crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
That number's bullcrap. I called it. I didn't get anything.
I don't trust any phone numbers from anybody anymore. I don't use the phone. Phones are bad.
So phones are bad. AI's bad.
AI's
What else is bad?
Big Brother registries of podcasts are bad.
Also, Big Brother's bad, not just the government agency sort of thing, but that quote unquote TV show.
Corrupt government's bad. I'm not sure what else. I mean, you could probably do an entire episode of a show about everything that's bad. Maybe.
What would you call
it? Everything's bad.
That's a bad title. Let's workshop something. We'll come back to it. He's making his way back to YouTube now with his new show.
I do have an idea. I have had an idea for a show called Fahrenheit 1984 that kind of goes full conspiracy theory, but I don't think I'm quite ready to do that yet.
I mean, let's do it. Moon's made of cheese. I agree. Let's go.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to CultureCasino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.
Hey there, Blue Man Group. Are you ready to get out of here? You're muted.
Want to hear my instrument?
Oh yeah.
Is that your bald?
No. Higher.
Okay.
Can you take me higher?
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like.
Wait a minute. We didn't do the thing yet. I have to do the thing. I have to thank the members. Hi, Six. Bye, Six. I have to thank the members for their support. I have to give them love. There's only a handful of ways to do that. There's only a handful of ways to do that.
You're not
Grant?
you're not taking your shirt off again, are you?
No, I feel like I'm not giving everybody the kind of thing that they need here at the end of the show. I feel like there's more to offer. Gary always comes at the end, from what I hear.
I will end the stream.
That's what I've heard.
Oh my God, the cock.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face just to make you go take it back.
Good night, everybody. Happy
Act
Halloween.
like you never seen a white person before.